Hey, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. Tony 2.0. Where are we at and what are we doing? Well, where we're at, yeah, as you can see, we're in the studio again. Man, I can't wait till it gets a little nicer and we can get out and do some of our lives like we did last year, different places. And believe it or not, March this month, last year, like this week, I believe it was the 7th, we headed on our trip across America, and that's what we started doing, and we did that for 7.5 weeks. We drove all the way out to California, and there's a couple of y'all that are watching those videos right now, a year later, and checking them out, and I really appreciate that. I know Brenda's been watching a lot of them. Oh, I got to scroll all the way back up to the top and start saying hi to everyone. Ed, hey Ed. So you're out at Payne Prairies State Preserve. I guess that's in Florida, correct? Yep. Leonard says the trees are blooming out where he's at, but they're having snow and sleet. 48 degrees on Friday. Hey Chris, how are you doing? Hey Lou, brother, how are you doing? Here we go. Good evening, all. I'm going to move this over so it makes it look like I'm kind of looking at the camera too, and I'm not looking over here. All right. So. Hey, Rick, what's up? Tony and everyone. And Rick, you just watched Arches, the video when we were out at Arches, and also one other one. Must have been like Badlands or right around there. But yeah, beautiful country. I know you made some comments. I was just looking at comments right before I got on, and then I was doing answering everybody, trying to get caught up on some of that stuff. Miss 2.0 is not here. She's actually working tonight. Ran her a cup of coffee over before I got on live. Hey, Josh and Jen from Josh's Wants to Go Camping. Hello, all. And we got, let's see, Old and Cracking Dated. Are you on early tonight? Brother, how you doing? I'm at my gazebo tent for a chat tonight with everything I need for survival, all stuff to make coffee. Oh, speaking of coffee, I made a cup of coffee right before we got on. So I used the butane propane canister with our micro burner. Now, the MRS micro burner is lighter than this one. This one's just like a, not even maybe an ounce more. Like, what's an ounce? Right? But for thru hikers and stuff, they would do it. But the reason I like this one is Desert Fox. The legs on it are a little bigger, and that's where some of the weight comes in. But I used that in studio tonight, heated up water in our cup, our titanium cup, like we did the other day, the other morning, and then I put it in our cup that JDB Designs had designed this cup for me. I know you all saw it last week if you were on last week, but I wanted to show it again. Hey, look who that is. I took it into Sheets and I showed the ladies in there. I said, hey, look at this cup that one of my subscribers sent, and Jamie, and I said, hey, I was going to break it in with some Sheets coffee. So they gave me the coffee for free. So they said, yeah, you go ahead. And I did, and had a cup of coffee. And I had 2 cups of coffee, actually. Hey, Small Town Adventures, how are you doing? Almost that time again. Says, yeah, how's everyone tonight? Chris is asking. So, hey, Chris, Wall Checks. Let's see. Evening all. Been a while. Life's been hectic. Yeah. But hoping to catch tonight's live in its entirety. Awesome, Chris. Tony, hoping you and Miss 2.0 are well. Evening, Mr. Kraken Dated. Hope all is well. Yes, brother. How are you doing? And yeah, there seems to be times and seasons where things just get very hectic. And this seems to be one of those for a lot of people, including myself. Yes. Hey, Hammock Mountain brother, how are you doing? He's saying hello to everybody. All right. Let's see. Scrolling down. I'm going to try to stay. Yep. Josh is over there just outside Lexington, Kentucky. Let's see. Hey, Skeeter, neighbor. Hey, Jabberhammer. How are you doing tonight? And thanks for coming on. And there's JPZ. Cheers from Seattle. Love watching. Yeah. Hey, Darlene. There's our Darlene Good. Her and I got a chance to talk on the phone. Hey, there's Pork Roll Adventures. Hey, Tony. Yes. So, and my brother Mike there, enjoying retirement. Yeah. I've seen some pictures of you out hiking on Instagram. Let's see. Hey, False Paranormal, NEPA. Let's see. Mike Ryder in the house. And there's David P. or Dave P. I always say David because I'm used to saying David. David and Goliath. Yeah. Howdy, Tony. I hope your chair is fastened down well tonight. Well, it's actually, I'm back in my chair. Last week, if y'all don't, and if y'all want to go back and watch last Sunday night's live, so I bent over and I picked something up and I went to sit back down, and I was using this stool instead of the chair, and it's at minute 83, no 38. I flipped right out over it and landed on the floor. I hurt my wrist a little bit, but we got out camping the very next day. Yes, we did. And that was a great camp Thursday night that you guys watched. And I actually filmed that one Monday night. Whoa, wow, was that beautiful? It was really, really good. I'm going to have a sip of this coffee. I made it. Might as well drink it. Yum. Now, I did put the Anthony's it's not creamer. It's I got a big bag. I bought this last year. It's Anthony's. Yeah. And I got that on Amazon. So it's whole milk powder, big old bag. It's a huge bag. And I put it in this little container here. That's what I take camping with me. I don't always use milk or in my coffee or creamer, but when I do, I like it. Yeah. So I like it black, and then I also like it, sometimes with cream in it. So what did we use? This is the concentrate pop and bottle. So this is what we used out on that camp. Now it is glass. Generally, I won't take glass with me in my backpack, so I could have put this in another container, but I hadn't opened it yet because Lisa and I were out and we found it at Giant. I did put it. I did find it on Amazon. I actually added it to my Amazon store. There was 3 different flavors. This is the classic. I think they had French vanilla as well. Yeah. No, I think, but I put it in there in case you wanted to go look at it, not necessarily to buy it, but look at it. But who was it? Someone mentioned to me in a comment that it looks great to take camping with you. I would say if you like it and you want to take the concentrate, go ahead and put it in a different container. Don't take the glass with you, but make 16 cups. I think you got 8 left. I've been drinking it. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Jake, how you doing? Jake, the Oregon boy. And there's checking in from New Jersey, hiking the, oh, really? Okay. But I can't pronounce words. So, hey, right there it is on the screen if anybody can pronounce it. Yeah. I'm out of breath. Give me a minute. So let's see. Hey, Paul. Paul Griswold. Yes, I'm from Richmond, Indiana, USA. My name, Paul Griswold. Nice meeting you. Yes, nice meeting you too. And I don't know if this is your first time on here, but I don't remember seeing that in the comments before. Maybe, I'm not sure, but welcome to the 2.0 family. If you didn't hit like and subscribe to our channel, if you want to, you can, and hit that notification bell because then you'll always know what we're doing. All right. Oh, Chris, Ah, brother, thank you so much. Oh, I tapped my screen up here because it popped up on here. Thank you so much for that super sticker. I really appreciate those. They help out a lot. They definitely do. Oh, look at me. I'm reaching up to the screen, touching it. That's the only problem with having my screen up there and going to touch it. You think I'm going to poke you in the eye. All right, let's see. Hey, Joseph Kelly, welcome, welcome tonight. Here's Cowboy Mike. Howdy, sir. Camping with. Oh, are you really? Egg Chaos and Chris Schultz. Well, great, guys. Man, you guys are out camping and I'm sitting in the studio. Yeah, well, I hope you guys are having a great time, Cowboy Mike and everyone out there with Egg Chaos and Chris. Yeah, and thank you very much, Chris, again for that super sticker. Really appreciate that. Am I feeling better? Look at that, Darlene. So Darlene started doing the arrows for when there's questions because some people don't put the 3 question marks in front of their question because we start doing the arrows. But if you want to put the 3 question marks in front of it too, so what Darlene's doing, she's putting the thing in there without the 3 question marks and then sticking arrows. All right, am I feeling better? Well, yeah, I am. I've been feeling better this week. Well, yeah. So around Thursday, when that video came out, I filmed it earlier. I wasn't feeling the greatest. So on that camp, I believe it or not, I wasn't feeling real great. But hey, the show must go on, right? So no, I was feeling half and half. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, not real good. Thursday, better. Friday, it's just been going up and down, really weird. But so far today, I was a little tired earlier, um, but feeling better now. Once I hit start live, it's like, oh, I get a jolt. All right. So, and then I was drinking more water. I think I got a little dehydrated over the last couple of days. I can usually tell because right in this arm, this is the stroke side, but I get spasticity and I got to press on these muscles because they get real tight. And usually my hand will go like this, I got to stretch it out. And that mainly happens when I get dehydrated. So I've already downed pretty much one, well, I used some of that for the coffee. One, and then I'm already at half one. So if I go, hey, all right, everybody, we're done for tonight, it's because I got to go to the bathroom. Yeah. All right. Hey, Freddie Moss, how are you doing, brother? So I'm late. Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, no, thank you very much, brother. And so that reminds me, Freddie had messaged me that Steve Wallace had put a post out about crazy neighbor just getting out of the hospital. So if y'all don't know, most of y'all do that follow along with me also watch Steve Wallace and Crazy Neighbor, which is his neighbor. He's gotten out of the hospital, but he does have, it didn't say what he has, it just says a terminal illness. So let's continue to pray for Steve. He's gone through a lot with his wife, then his mother just passing away, and now we have Crazy Neighbor that is it says it's terminal. Don't know what it is, but let's pray for him and his family, and also for Steve as well. He's gone through a tremendous amount, and let's just hold all of them up in prayer and just pray that they have a peace, all right, which passes all understanding. Yes. All right. So thank you, Freddie, for letting me know that. And then I did put it out on our Facebook page and also on our Facebook family page, and then also my Facebook as well, just so that people knew. Love the new hat. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm loving it too. So if you don't know, I got my I can get my look at that hair. My goodness. And my hair's getting long. It's taken me everything I got not to cut it. But this is the legacy hat. So this is my legacy hats. I love legacy hats. So floppy. And I found it. Now this one, it looks kind of greenish, but it's actually gray, like a light gray. It'll get more darker as I sweat in it and get dirt on it. But I drew this up for them, and they embroidered it. I said embossed, but embroidered. It's got two. Get it right here. Two pines on this side, a dark pine and a lighter pine, and then on the other side, another pine and an RA 2.0. And the stitching of the RA 2.0 is the same color as this. Oh, legacy hats, I love them. Yeah. So the wearing of it, like this, I always liked that. So I did that just with this knife. So I just took a knife, and I just take it and I just scrape it until it wears, and then it makes it look worn. A couple of people asked me, "Did you buy a hat like that?" I've never seen a legacy hat with a wearing on it. Well, now you did, because I did it. Yeah. All right. So, okay. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to scroll down. Hey, Redneck City boys. How are you guys doing? Yeah. And let's see. Hey, pork roll. Hi, Stitch. Yeah. Yeah, pork roll. I'm hoping to see you. Are you going to Maha? Hoping to see you at the end of April, or like towards the end of April. And I'm going to the North Carolina hang and at Mossy Swamp. That's going to be April. I believe April 6th. Oh, and I have something in the male hammock. So the male hammock is way back here. So that's the one on the wall. This is the backpack we used on our last camp. That's the Osprey 8th year 55. That's our hammock, or our backpack we used. It's still got the underquilt in it. But what I did is I wanted to get this hammock. This is the Airy, ONEWIND Airy 11-foot double hammock. And what about that that ridge line? So that was from Haven. That's awesome. And I had it turned up and it shined out in the snow. That was a great great addition there for lighting. I really enjoyed it. How much it lit things up. Hey, Tony, says Dixie Cup. Hey, Dixie Cup, how are you doing? Oh, there you are. I do adventures. Hey, Tony, I'm here watching you, buddy. All righty. So what I was gonna say is I did get mail, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this now. I did open it, but I said I would open it when I saw them on the channel. So this comes from James, and who I'm going to see down at the North Carolina hang. And so it's funny. It says not a battery, but it's in a box, and and it was all taped up. And I got home and I wanted to open it, but he last Sunday asked if I had gotten the box yet, and I hadn't. It hadn't come in yet, so I got a chance to open it. Oh, what is in here? And so we have a note first. Let me go ahead. So enjoy each day, and this comes from James Grundy. I think that's how you pronounce your last name. I'm just not sure. So he put a little note in here, and we got some. And I'm gonna stall again. So he had actually ordered the crispy oil, and I know it's not hot. I thought it would be hotter than what it was. So but it has a neat flavor with the onion, with the the peppers and the garlic and stuff. But he had ordered that and put it on his omelet, and he said, "Hey, if it's not hot enough, I'm gonna put on some Texas Pete." So he had sent me a jar of Texas Pete. Now, I guess a lot of people like Texas Pete. I'm trying to think if I've ever had it. I don't know if I ever have or not. I know I've seen it, but I don't know if I've ever had it. I'm opening it because I'm going to drink it. No, I'm not going to drink it. Um, but thank you very much, James. I have to bring this down along when I come down to the to that hang down there with you guys. But he ended up eating it with the crispy oil on an omelet, and then ended up in the little video, then put Texas Pete on there. So, as a lot of y'all know, I like Tabasco sauce. I'll drink that right out of the bottle or off of a spoon. But Texas Pete, I haven't. So, I should do it. I don't have my bottle up here. No, I don't have my Tabasco sauce up here. But I'm still opening it. So, there's Texas Pete. You guys know what this is? Yeah, and if you've never had it, what's the heat level? It's got a little thermometer there on the side. I love hot sauce, and I guess I like hot sauce when it's not like more. It's more flavor than heat. I don't mind the heat. I just don't want the heat to overpower the taste, if you know what I mean. But I will be using that, and I'll be tasting that tomorrow. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make an egg tomorrow. I'm going to make a little omelet for myself. I'm going to throw that on there. So thank you so much for that, and really appreciate it, and looking forward to tasting it. Yes, I am. All right, I do adventures. Yeah. Let's see. We got Joseph Kelly saying hi. Hey, there's my brother Sean. Outdoors. Hey, Tony, you guys are having a get together down there. I was watching your live the other night talking about getting together, and you're doing your big camp out down in that area. Yes, fire. So it is hot. Yeah. All right. So, oh, let me scroll down. Stitch. Hey, brother Stitches, and now saying hi to everyone. Hey, Stitch. Smoking Bills here. Hey, Smoking Bill says hi, Tony. Well, hi, Smoking Bill. Really appreciate you being on. And there's DAV Expeditions. Yes, greetings from Texas. Hopefully, you're not up in the Panhandle. And man, I've been really listening a lot to what's going on down there up in the Panhandle with all the fires and the ranchers. So definitely. Pray for all the ranchers in that area. I know I was listening. They said one rancher lost at least 50 head of cattle. And then also they had to put some down because all the hair was burned off of the cows, their feet, their hooves. They were just going to be coming down with pneumonia, things like that, and sicknesses from just a lot of burns that they had. And their udders were burned, and yeah, and 1,000,000 acres. I mean, to think about 1,000,000 acres, that's a lot of acres. And so I know high winds, red flag warnings and things, and I never knew what a red flag warning was until I drove across the United States, and I saw along a lot of the highways, especially coming through on the way home. um, was it on 80? I would see the red flag warnings. That was high wind warnings. So experiencing that myself, very windy, very windy, where it'll even blow a tractor trailer over. So they got to be very careful. And, not only there, but Lake Tahoe, substantial amount of snow. And last year, I was going to go up towards when I was out there last year, I remember meeting people in Arizona that drove down from Lake Tahoe. They were in Quartzsite, a father and a son. They drove down uh, Ben's four-wheel drive units, um, camping thing, and they had drove down to get out of Lake Tahoe because there was so much snow up there. And I just heard that 80 is still closed down between California and that area. So definitely pray for anybody that's stranded in the snow or anywhere else like that. Definitely our prayers are with you. It will hold 2 cups of water. What? My coffee pot is one of those stainless greased strainers from Dollar General. It will hold 2 cups of water. Cool. Let's see. Scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Hey, Elric. Welcome, welcome, brother. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Chuck. Yeah, good to see you. Estabrook. Loved the last video. You know, a lot of people said in the comments that they really enjoyed that. In fact, the last 3 videos that I've done, you know, they've all been, well, one was an hour and 2 minutes long, 56 minutes or something like that. And the one previous to that was up around 50 some minutes. So, which is kind of average. You know, I stick around that 50-minute mark. You know, when you're cooking and doing breakfast and, you know, all those different things, it gets to be a longer video. But my view time on those 3 last videos were really long. And you're in your analytics. I know every day I get into this a little bit about, you know, looking at analytics, but I hope that you guys like to hear this stuff. So when I look at those 3 videos, they're the 3 highest length of time of watching, right around average of 23 minutes of view time, you know, average, which is good. Sometimes you get 10, 9, sometimes even less, but they had a longer than normal view time. And then also they had a lot of my videos, some of them in the early days, you know, it would show you, you know, any dips or spikes in your video, and it would show you where it spiked or where it dipped. So a lot of videos I can see where there are spikes and dips, but anymore, most of them have no spikes or dips, and it says there are none significant to even register. So that's good. To me, it tells me that people are enjoying the flow of the videos, if that makes sense. And someone just commented recently and said, "Hey, I really like the flow." So that was confirmation. Yeah. So if you like the flow of the videos, you know, make a comment of that every once in a while. All right. Hey, Anna, how are you doing? Hey, Daddy Tony. Oh, you know, I had a really, in fact, I shared this with Miss 2.0. I didn't get to comment back to him yet. Um, in the comment, he said, you remind me a lot of my dad before he passed. And he says, it's okay if you don't mind, I'll call you Dad. So yeah, it's very emotional, very, very emotional. I'm looking forward to giving him a comment back very soon, very, very soon. Yes, Ed, let's see. New hashtag hammock glamping. Gotta start a new hammock glamp. Yeah. How bungees can you hang? There you go. All right. Love the last video. Well, I appreciate that, Chuck. I really, really did. So, oh, nice hat and shirt, Tony. Yeah, look at that. A lot of the shirts I wear are the Random Adventures 2.0 shirts, you know, but I grabbed this one. I had it in my drawer and I saw it and I thought, oh, I'm putting this one on because it was fairly nice today. I thought, you know, if I get the chance to take my hoodie off, I'm going to rock this shirt. I haven't worn it in quite a while. It's one of my grunt style shirts, I think. Yeah, grunt style shirts. So that's what I was put on today. It's got the American flag. I like this one. It's a good look to it, and it matches my color scheme. Oh, and when he sent me the cup, inside the cup was this bracelet as well. He made that out of the paracord bracelet. Really cool. So I changed my other bracelet out. This is the green one that I normally wear on videos, and I just put this one on today. So been rocking that. matches his shirt. Yeah. Mm. Love me some coffee. Yeah. All right. So, what'd you guys think of that Ridgeline light? I think it added a lot to the video, especially at night. Just how because you can dim it down and stuff. I thought it was really, really good. Yeah. Thank you, Freddie. Everyone hit that like button. Creamer power. So, oh, creamer powder. No, that's actually not creamer. It's actually powdered milk that I was using rather than creamer. It's actually just powdered milk that I take with me. And the reason I had originally gotten that is because I was going to eat cereal. In the Dollar General, they sell cereal in bags, but not always. You don't want to take milk out there, especially if it's warmer, and it'll spoil. So I use powdered milk, and I just pour that in with the cereal, add the water, shake it up, and then eat it out of the bag. And I never actually did it on a video, but I have done it. Yep. Hey, Tony, I see you met my buddy Jimmy at the gas station. Yes, yes, Chris, I definitely did. The other day, he had nothing but great things to say about you. Oh, awesome. I see you have fans all around. Yeah, brother Chris. So, yeah, he just posted, Jimmy just posted the picture of us at the gas station on the Facebook family page, the Random Adventures 2.0 Facebook family page. Great meeting, Jimmy. And I messaged him and said, yeah, we got to get together and do something one of these times. And I just saw another friend, just tonight, I saw Jake when I ran Miss 2.0 a cup of coffee. I was coming out of the nursing home, and him and his wife and two kids were leaving, and we used to work together. He said he was going to jump on it. He might be further down in the comments. He might be on already, and I don't know it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Anna asked, do I smoke weed on my camps, on your camps? Not on my camps and not at home. I don't smoke weed at all. So, uh, yeah, unless you're asking that to someone else, but I know there's a lot of people that do, but I don't at all. Richard, what? Hey, Richard, Doberstein? Thank you so much for that. Keep on camping. Well, thank you, brother. I can't, it's hard for me to see your little thumbnail, but it's looking like you got a pretty good looking beard there, like me, rocking beards right now. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that super chat. Yes. All right. Robert Bell. Hi, Tony and everyone. How are you doing, Robert? Good to see you on here tonight. And then we're getting down to Chris for his super sticker. I'm just hitting that now. So I am behind a little bit. When was that? That was 8:09. I'm always like a half an hour behind on the comments. And then Ed and Chris and both of you guys did super stickers. Thank you guys both. Thank you so much. I got that. Let's see. Awesome, Ed. Jake, there you are. Glad to see you today. Glad I got to see you today. So that's who I was talking about, Jake. We were co-workers. Actually, co-workers when I had my stroke. And he remembered that and got a chance to meet them. And they did not have, they only had one child when I knew them. And but we worked together at Lowe's. And then I got to meet his new addition and say hi to them and gave their one daughter a high five. And they're very close in age. Yes, they are. It was great seeing you, Jake. We definitely got to get together, brother. Yes. Let's see. Would he ever try? So here we go. Yeah. Probably not. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Nope. Gotta send some love. Let's see. There you go. No. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but I'm not offended if somebody does. That's all personal choice. Someone gifted me a dog last week. I'm gonna read this here. Old and cracking date. It always has something. Let's see if it's truly that someone did. Haven't been able to pet them yet, but they keep coming closer and following me around. Oh, probably someone dropped them off your property. It sounds like Olin Crackedated. I thought you were going to say, but you didn't. They didn't leave the buns or something like that. Hot dogs. Yeah. Let's see. Get them security. Okay. Yes, Chris. Okay, awesome. Posted a couple pics on the page. Laugh out loud. Yes, yes, yes. Please put put the 3 question marks. Let's see. What 64 degrees, Mike? And wow, that's awesome. Anna's asking, does a stroke hurt as it's happening? No, in my case, no. It was just the biggest thing for me. I was recognizing I couldn't write like I did. I was getting more confused and then struggling with my words. So there's different signs. And I did a whole video on that. And Lou added one last week because I said it was just FAST, FAST. Just those are the acronym that you'd want to, know for recognizing. So no pain. But like I said, there wasn't any pain. I don't know if there is or not. I don't believe so. All right. So let's see, almost 70 here in Tennessee. What? Guys getting spoiled. Yeah. Hello, Tony. I hope you're feeling better. I love watching your videos. Dixie Cup. What? It was 67 today in New York City. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It was I believe 60. Did it get in the 60s around here today? I think it was close. I might have been 59. Guys around the area that where we're at in Pennsylvania here, I didn't really look at the temperature. I just knew it was, we were overcast, but when the sun came out, very nice. We had a little bit of a breeze. So yeah. Hey, Rebecca with 2Ks from Crockett, Texas. Yeah, having a good night. Hope all is good. Yeah, last week you were having a lot of wind, and I believe you might still be. Let's see, 83 at Oklahoma City. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, terminal means terminal, meaning it there's nothing really they can do at that point. So that's in my understanding of it. Now, terminal may mean you got, sometimes they'll say, oh, let's talk cancer for a second. They'll say, well, you have cancer stage 4, we give you 3 months to live. So that would be terminal, or 6 months to live, or, a week, I've heard already. And it's not good whenever you hear that. But definitely prayers to Steve and Crazy Neighbor. Yeah. And family, and just everyone that they know. Yes, thank you for mentioning Steve and Glenn. Yes, and so many of you don't know, Crazy Neighbor's first name is Glenn. Glenn, absolutely prayers needed, definitely, definitely, and yeah, it's just so much going on with 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 that. Hey, Maria, how are you doing? Good evening, everyone. Hope I didn't miss much. Well, back on the, you missed 16 minutes until you commented, but you see, you've been on here for a little bit longer than that now. So, MD Gons, Maria, has been watching. It's been a month now, and you've been watching a lot of them travel videos as well. There's 37 travel videos. I know a lot of y'all like camping videos, but for something different, watch some of those traveling ones. Really, really good. Yeah, I've done multiple, Anna. I've done Oh, let me say hi to Patrick. Hey, Patrick. Yeah. So, will I ever do a video with Stealth Camping Alliance? So, my very first video with Stealth Camping Alliance was the Bridge Challenge March 2 years ago. So, 27 hours before my stroke, I hung under a bridge near Sunbury Smoking Dam. It was a bridge I did in the yellow Hummer, tied my hammock to a tree and to the Hummer, and I did that challenge. I've done multiple other challenges since then, so I do participate in them. Just they don't follow my scheduling of videos. I've done the November cooking challenge a year ago, November, where I cooked a steak and slept in the car. Um, yeah, I've done quite a few, quite a few. Great group of guys. Stealth Camping Alliance, great group of guys. Yes, and great national. Well, as you probably know, Anna. But yeah, done quite a few, and they were very supportive of me. They weren't around for very long before I started doing my first video with them. Did that first challenge. I think I just found out about them like the month before, and I was really looking forward to doing the challenge when they came out with it. And I just went out, did that video, and then within 27 hours later, I had my stroke. And then I premiered it, and a lot of people like a camp like Bune, uh, Hammock Mountain, Hidden Hammock, all them guys came on and watched while I was in the hospital. The nurses stayed out of the room for a while that one premiered. And I couldn't really text them at that point. I was just doing talk to text, but very supportive of me. Very supportive of me. Let's see. Hey, good evening, Sarah. How are you doing? Glad to see you. I'm feeling better. How's things? What's Rebecca asking? How's things your direction, Stitch? Oh, that's for Stitch. I saw the arrows. Maybe did I miss it? Oh no, okay, it was up at Anna. All right, so I did answer that one. Let's see. Gotta say, you have brought me a lot of enjoyment in my life, and I really appreciate what you do. Well, I appreciate you, Rick. I appreciate the whole 2.0 family. And I know just watching the comments and getting comments from a lot of you or talking to you on the phone, y'all say how much you like the Sunday Night Lives and that we built a really good family. In fact, there was a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, that when Steve had not put out a video yet, there was a post on Camping with Steve's, one of the fan group pages, and they said, hey, someone made a comment, while Steve's out, can who else do y'all watch? And a lot of y'all went on and put Random Ventures 2.0, Sam Bananas, Small. I was looking at all of them, the Northwest Winds, and I saw a lot of y'all went on and put me on there. And then there were some that made a couple negative comments about me. And I was like, what? And they said my videos are too political or something. I'm too religious. So I don't know what that person was watching, because I really don't mention my faith in my camping videos. I do on my Sunday Night Live. So it must have been the Holy Spirit convicting, right? So, hey, let's see. What are we doing here? Hey, Tony, I love that Osprey 55 liter. Is it lightweight and waterproof? So because it has an inner frame, I would say it's pretty lightweight. It's not lightweight, but it's not on the heavy side. I don't know what the weight is. It's got to be less than 2 pounds. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely less than 2 pounds. When I have it completely empty, I can pick it up with one finger. When you start putting everything in it, then it gets heavy. And I don't know what my pack weight is because it changes. So I know when I talked about this type of a cook system, I said, hey, let's get back to basics. And I said about, like somebody that's through hiking, going from point A to point B to point C, like going down a trail or going from state to state hiking, and then setting up camp it overnight. They would typically use something like this, or a jet boil. So because everything fits in this titanium cup, my whole cook system. If I'm just heating up water or doing like a Nor meal, I can put a Ziploc bag in here and pour my hot water in it. So there's different styles of camping. So as you guys know, I did like the hiking, like somebody was through hiking. And if you haven't, if you like following people on the Appalachian Trail, there's a lot of hikers that are starting to put videos out. Miss 2.0 and I were in fact, we watched Peak and then number 4 pounds, Peak 4 pounds. Great lady. She's doing her through hike. I think she's on day 13 of videos that, and Lisa and I watched in one night all 12 of her videos. Just went through and watched them all and watched her getting started on the AT. But she's hiking her own hike. Yeah, which is great. She's doing really good. So there's a couple that we've been watching on there, and we'll look forward to this year, hopefully getting to meet some of them on trail and around the 501 shelter or somewhere like that. So 8:46, man, I always talk too much and I forget to look at the comments. Yeah. All right. So, hey, Green Hubs, welcome. Welcome, Green Hubs. Let's see. Oh, Texas Pete is your favorite hot sauce. And we got DAV likes Frank's hot sauce. Oh, and we got a question. Tony, have you thought about trying the Temu Survival Pack? It has a lot of different things in it. No, I haven't. Actually, Temu messaged me in an email and want me to be like, buy some of their products and then talk about them. And I haven't responded back to them. But no, I've never tried it. So last Sunday, I'm just going to say this real quick. So last Sunday, when I was watching the video, I'm going to point this out. I don't know if you guys can see it or take notice, but you're probably going to notice after I tell you. But so this is my stroke side. This is my non-stroke side. But one of the things that I was noticing last week, and this side, I'm losing so much muscle composition that I never really realized it before. But this is my non-dominant side now, but it used to be my dominant side. But there's so much bone in here that I really haven't concentrated on it, but you can see it. I can see it. You might not be able to. So what I'm going to start doing is trying to do some strength training and get this built back up. I think at this point, with March 24th or 1st, right around there, being the 2-year anniversary of my stroke, that I'm going to start doing some weight training with this and try to get built up. But watching the through hikers and, seeing how they're doing that, and I'm coming up the steps and I can't get my right foot, just barely makes the step. And I'm watching them go up these, Sassafras Mountain and Blood Mountain and all this stuff and going, oh, man, I don't know if I could do it. I really don't. So I talked to Miss 2.0 and I'm going to start trying to do a little bit longer hikes on a flat road and try to start incorporating some longer hikes. There's days I can, there's days I can't. And I don't know why. Some days I can, some days I can't do very well. And like I was talking to Darlene tonight before our live on my way back from giving Lisa a cup of coffee. And like today, I'm walking down the hall and next thing you know, my shoulder, I'm walking with it on the wall, holding myself up, and then I'm getting back the other way. I fall over to the right and stuff. Just, uh. Hey, Dan, Don, I said Dan. Tony Ruby says hello from Bethlehem. Hey, Ruby, how are you doing? Yes, let's see. Let's get down here. Red Bush Primitives. Hello, Tony. Hope you're feeling better. I'm enjoying the lives every week. Keep them coming. So 2 weeks ago when I did a live in the analytics, it was the first time that I ever really noticed, because people don't do this. You can click on it. It tells you if somebody subscribed or unsubscribed. It always tells you if it's during when they're watching something. And 2 weeks ago, I got 4 people that unsubscribed because it was -4. And I was like, what? -4? How did they do that on the live? And I was like, oh, well, and I was like, oh, well, see ya. And then this week, this past Sunday, another 4 people unsubscribed. And, just in my mind, I'm just trying to figure it out. Don't know why it happened, but see ya. Right? Hey, that's fine. Let's see. Tony, I don't know. Juliet, I have the bomb. Oh, I don't know. You are a chili head. Yeah. So I have the bomb hot sauce. I've seen the bomb. Yeah, I have. There's a lot of different hot sauces. There's walls of it at some places. Oh, I was at the World Market and down in Florida, and I was looking at all the different hot sauces from around the world. Really a lot of different ones. Okay. Hey, Aaron, how are you doing? Yes. Hi, Tony. Let's see. Texas Pete. Woohoo. That's the one you must like. A waste of good beef. What was that? I can't see that. He can't find anyone slower than him. So he has to restart to toss his food to a right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Tahoe is getting slammed. Yeah, they are with snow. The Donner Party. This is the hotter version of Texas Pete. Oh, okay. Let's see. There we go. So this Texas Pete is the hotter version of Texas Pete. It has flavor, but don't let it surprise you. Regular Texas Pete is mild, so this one's hotter than mild. Ooh, I'm gonna have to try that. Wish I had something to put it on in here, and I would try it. I gotta open it first. That little plastic. I will get it open. It's not opening right now. Oh, maybe. Okay. Oh, did I get it open? Oh, yeah, I did. Is there a little thing on there? Well, I'm not going to try it right now, because if I can't talk and I got to run out, it's, So that's like people doing those chip challenges. I watched Dad and his boy do it, and they didn't talk for about 15 minutes. They were on there and just that's a lot. Oh, question mark, 3 question. My favorite video was the baseball dugout. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, a lot of people liked that. Yeah. All right. So the reason, hey, RNRV Chronicles, Dave and Katie out in Arizona. So I am going to mention it. So I was kind of I don't necessarily get depressed. I wasn't depressed. I was like, what? It really took me by surprise, because a lot of people say, man, you just have so much joy. I like your laugh and stuff. In this last video, you'd have to go down and look at it, but somebody commented, and I didn't respond to them. And they commented, does anybody else hate this guy's laugh? question mark, and then it says he. That's what Dave's commenting on, and I didn't comment on it, but I was like, what is that? Is that just making fun, like, oh, I like his laugh, does anybody else hate it? And I thought, well, I'm sorry you don't like joy. Right? So I do laugh a lot more after the stroke. My wife said that. She goes, boy, you just laugh so much more than after the stroke. But it's not forced, but I started thinking, man, do I laugh too much? I don't know. You know how you do that. But hey, please, I'm going to ask you, unsubscribe. You don't like to laugh. I can't help it. Yeah. So sorry, I'm too laughy for you. But anyhow, I had two people come to and made a comment, and that was one of them was Dave at RNRV Chronicles, and another subscriber went on and said something. So yeah, yeah, but yeah. Anyhow, so hi Tony, would you ever buy that liquid coffee concentrate again? Um, hmm. Yeah, I think so. Um, but then again, yeah, I think I would buy it again. I might try a different one, like the vanilla one, even though I don't like vanilla, but Miss 2.0 does. Yeah, so even the smell of instant coffee, powdered instant coffee tastes like instant coffee, like there's an aftertaste to it. Believe it or not, this doesn't have an aftertaste. Oh, it smells good too. So I could swig it right out of the bottle, but it is concentrate. Now I have made concentrate before, uh, but for 16 cups, this was like, when you think about it, it was $13, I believe. So less than $1 a cup. I think I would. Yeah, probably. Maybe not right away. So, yeah. All right. So here we go. That was a question. I'm Jay Leonard. I'm not sure. I'm seeing a lot of people putting 3 question marks. Ooh. Hey, Nick Brown. Gotta get my weekly happy Sunday and looking forward to this week's video. Yeah, me too. I haven't filmed it yet. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. So we were going to be going to Pittsburgh, Lisa and I. So I wasn't going to be able to get a video done, but now we're not going. So plans change. So I got to get a video out for Thursday, and I might do the one that I was going to do, but I'm not quite ready yet for that one. So we'll see what happens and get a video going. Yeah, let's see. But thank you very much for that. Oh, and I always think a super sticker is no words. Super chat like that is with words. So very much, very, very much appreciated, Nick. Hey, I certainly do. Okay. Yes. Just something about it. Can't explain. Let's see. Hi from Arkansas. Tamara, how are you doing from Arkansas? Good camping here in the natural state. Yeah. I got to get to Arkansas. I got to do a camp there. Logic. Ooh, that's extremely hot. Wow. Data analyst. Squirrels are here now. Uh-oh. Yeah, squirrel. Right. And you guys mentioned that because I get to thinking about something, then do something different. Yeah. Oh, go down, go down, go down. Let's see. I'm scrolling, trying to catch up. Hey, there's my brother, the bodyguard. Great. I hope you are doing well, my friend. Yep. Still a little rough in the stomach, rough in the gut. Hey, Ross, how are you doing? Thanks, Tony. Always enjoy your videos. Oh, I had a comment tonight, squirrel, um, that said, "Hey, you're like the Bob Ross of camping." And I wrote back to him. I said, "Hey, did you look at the Bob Ross parody that I did?" So, like I said, I got Bob Ross stuff here, and so I said a lot of people mentioned that I was. That they think of me as Bob Ross the camping, and I said that's a compliment. And on that Bob Ross parody, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. That was a Stealth Camping Alliance challenge. Eh, it was during costume to do a costume, and I did the Bob Ross um, parody where I had the wig, painted my beard, and I used condiments, ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise to do a scene on the side of the window. That was a fun one, but I didn't enter it as Stealth Camping Alliance Challenge because the costume didn't come in time yet. Let's see. Okay, Katie and I are going to be stuck out here in Arizona until end of June. And Dave and Katie are going to be out there until the end of June. And if you guys remember, when I left in March, I made it out there, and then I was met up with Dave and Katie, and then they left to come back to PA when I was out there. But this year they're going to be out there and going to need some air conditioning because it's going to get warm come June. Yeah. But Dave was just telling me they were in the pool the other day out in Arizona. And that was the same night I was out hammocking on that same net. What? Oh, brother, thank you so much for that super chat, because there's a chat there. So you inspired me to work on my health. Ooh, woolly camping. Woolly Swamp Farms, Hammock Hang Show, Snow Hill, North Carolina. And that's the one that I'm going to be going to. Yeah, so I'll be coming down. I Do Adventures, and that's James. And James comments on our Random Adventures 2.0 family. Got to use the stroke hand. 2.0. Yeah, see how I talk different when I do it on that side? So I can go 2.0. On this side because my hand moves that fast. So on this side, if you ever hear me say 2.0, hear how it goes? That's it. It's weird how it does that. So I go 2.0 or I go 2.0, and it's just by the way it goes with my hand. Yeah. Squirrel. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for that, James. Really appreciate that. Oh, how about that dessert? So that noise that I heard when I was sitting in the hammock, I was like, all right, do you guys hear that? Yeah, I keep hearing that. And we went over and we found, and you guys never knew about these, I'd imagine, that when you see a big Tony Chocolonely, there might be a whole nest of them. So we have the Tony Chocolones. These are the little ones. They are on Amazon. So Tony Chocolones, and there's 6 different flavors. So when Miss 2.0 looked at the bag, she saw caramel. I didn't know there's caramel in there. And so she looked in there and she goes, there ain't no caramel in here. And she said, you ate them. And she was thinking like a creamy Canterbury. And I know she likes caramel ones. She was like, there's no caramel in there. And I was like, oh, well, I'll order you a bag. So I got $5.99 on Amazon, a whole bag of them. And they came in, and I gave her a look for a caramel. I said, I said, I would know if they were creamy or not on the middle. So it's like a crunchy caramel and sea salt. Very good. But Belgian chocolate, very smooth, very, very smooth. Hey, Jeff Cooper, how are you doing? Jeff and Melissa and family down there. Yes, just got back from Tennessee. Yeah, let's see. Yes, love that milk powder. So that milk powder, if you guys, I'm just getting to this comment again, so I'll show it to you. This is the Anthony's. You know, on my Amazon store front, things that you see me use like this, you can always find it on there if you're not sure where to find it or what I'm talking about. Anything that I use on my videos, if Amazon has it and I got it from there, I always put the link in my storefront and they're all categorized. Like if you go into stoves, you'll find the stove, and you'll find the gas canisters, and you'll find um, cooking, you'll see the titanium cup or some of the other cooking ways that I have in there. So you can always find stuff like that if you go on to the Amazon storefront. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm scrolling. I'm just coming across the super chats again. So thank you very much again, Richard. Appreciate that $5 super chat. Yeah, maybe I should say it like that. Super chat. I know. Uh, who is it? I can't think of his name. Can't think of his name right now. But he has a YouTube channel. Lisa and I watch him. I forget. Oh goodness. Can't remember, but he goes super chat, and whenever he gets one, yeah, yeah. Okay. Any question? That I was never having any pain. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Jake, for answering that question. Tony, the doctor, told me that there was never, to his knowledge, anyone having pain with a stroke. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's not really detected. And that's why they came up with that fast facial. You know, if they see a facial droop, they start slurring their words. FAS, S is something, and T is something. I forget. Sorry, because I'm not really thinking about it right now. Um, T is timing. S. S is something. Um, 74 in Chicago, but very windy. The Windy City, right? Okay. Let's see. 70 today in Texas. There we go. Thank you, brother. Be fast. Reminder for stroke. Signs B, balance, because I was off balance. Eyes. So my eyes were getting blurry, and I was seeing little floaters. Okay, so that was me, or little stars. Not so much floaters, but I was seeing starbursts. They were coming and going. So then face drooping, arm weakness. Yeah. So you start getting a little bit of arm weakness. Speech difficulty. That's what the S is. Speech difficulty. So start slurring your words. And then time to call 911. Time is of the essence, because if you notice those things within a certain amount of time, I forget how many hours it is, maybe up to 4 to 6 hours, there's a shot they can give you that greatly diminish any effects of the stroke. So time is of the essence. Let's see, scrolling down. Dixie Cup says I'll have to watch those old Tony videos. I haven't, because the new ones are so good. Yeah. And there's a lot of old ones, as Marie can tell you, and also Brenda. Both of them are Brenda, just as of late, within the last 2 weeks, been commenting on a lot of the old videos, and Maria has been watching, saying on Friday, she goes, "Hey, it's a marathon 2.0 weekend," and usually gets about 6 to 8 videos in, if not more, and then throws comments up. So Dixie Cup, if you do watch some of the old ones, always throw me a comment, because I like seeing when people are going backwards and watching a lot of the old ones. Yeah. Global R Delta 1, REI Delta 1 2.0 in the house. Yeah. Yeah. 2.0, definitely. All right. That's good day, Pia. Guys, you guys doing good? June and the June. Okay. BRB. Let's see. Colorado plenty. Bring me a cup. Okay. Scrolling down. I love seeing you guys talking in here. Oh, that's your pack weight. Okay. That's what I'm thinking, Ed. That's what you're saying is 23 pounds before food and water. Yeah, and food and water, well, water, if you take 2 liters, and that's what most people do is will have two of the smart water bottles and then a Sawyer squeeze if you're through hiking or doing any kind of thing where you need to filter water. I got to do one of those videos and filter water on one of them. I'll show you guys how that works or watch. Not many through hikers actually show everybody that, but there's bee-free filters as well as I use a Sawyer squeeze and a CNOC bag. Base weight is 17 pounds. Look at you guys go. And after food and water, 40 pounds. Yeah. It really depends on how much food you're taking and what kind of food you're taking. Yeah. And I was telling Miss 2.0 yesterday, day before yesterday. Yeah, when she wanted some of Tony Chocolonely minis, I said, "Oh, they're in my backpack out in the car." So I went out to the car. I was like, "Oh, it's late," but I wanted to get her one. So I went out and I got it and I put the pack on to carry it back into the house. And believe it or not, I wobble, like I have trouble walking in a straight line when I put the backpack on, I actually walk straighter. I don't know if it's the weight grounds me. And like I said, I would think my pack with the weight when I'm packed is right around that 40-pound mark. I've got to get a battery for our scale. And but like I said, it changes for every video. Really does. Because sometimes I'll take this. I mean, if I put the Scodel in there, that's 2 pounds, I believe. So that's 2 pounds versus, you know, 8 ounces, 9 ounces. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. And then what are you cooking? Dehydrated meal, certain weight. A non-dehydrated meal, like if I take out a whole side of beef, I'd eat it too. Yeah, I would. Okay, let's see. Hey, Tony, Mike Grimm, how are you doing? Hey, Tony, he says from Cocoa Beach, Florida. Love your channel. Well, I love that you love the channel. I do appreciate it. Yes, I do. Let's see. Okay. Coming down. Moose Man, how are you doing, Moose Man? Howdy, Tony, first time watcher. And that's what I was just going to say because I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome to the 2.0 family. And you got a lot of videos to watch. If you first time watcher of the if it's just of the live, or if you've never watched any videos, go watch the latest one, which is just last Thursday. And I try to have a camping video every Thursday on weekly. Yep. All right. So, hey, Midwest, how are you doing? Customs. I did not pronounce that right, I'm sure. Yeah. How you doing, bud? Stopping in to say, hey, right? Hey, Robert, how are you doing? Yes, let's see. Tony loved your last video. Yeah, this month on the 29th marks 1 year anniversary of my stroke. Yeah, that's right. I remember us talking earlier in the year that mine happened 1 year earlier. So I'm coming up on the 2-year anniversary of mine, but mine happened 5 days before yours. And yeah, you were home alone when yours happened. Yeah. And we're both recovering. Yes, we are. We're continuing to move forward. Yeah. And like I said, I still get discouraged when I think of what I can't do, but I should concentrate on what I can do, right? Yeah. And the can't do will become a can do. Yeah. Let's see. Recovering well. Good, 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 brother. Okay, let's see. Who am I missing? Hey, Irvin, how are you doing? Hey, Tony, wife and I love you from Australia. So you're down under, but you're up here in the comments right now. Yeah, Australia is so cool. Yeah, keep making great videos, and we'll keep watching you, mate. Well, appreciate that, mate. And I love saying, "Hey, mate." I love saying that. And believe it or not, my dad, when he was still alive, on the Eastern Shore in Maryland, he had a little farm. Him and my stepmom, they had miniature kangaroos, and they had several of them. And people would come and see them, and they'd take them to different places. And I remember my stepmom. I was maybe 14 years old or something. They had flown down to they would have young'uns, and then they would take them, and they would sell them. And like I remember her getting people paying for her to get on a plane with the I don't know what they call a baby kangaroo, um, to deliver it, and show them how to bottle feed and do all that stuff. So they used to do that. Yeah. All right. You were here, Tony. So yeah, and Irvin and family, thanks for watching and being a part of the 2.0 family. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. And oh, if I ever get over to Australia, and hopefully one day, gonna jump off. Sam goes. Oh, I said Sam. 5 a.m. comes quickly. All right, small town adventures. Good night. Good night. Squirrels, says Lou. Says Stitch to squirrels, Lou. All right, good night, small town. Moose Man, our favorite chili in Texas, peach. Oh, hey, Dark Storm, how are you doing? Me and my sister did the one chip, uh, and it ruined our night in a way. I thought it would be just spice, but man, it made my whole body hot. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. And my stomach hurt for the rest of the night. Yeah, boy, that would be a tough one. Yeah, definitely do not want to go down that road. Hey, Ricardo, we laugh with you just as much, brother. Never lose your positivity. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So I must be getting down to my comment about that comment that got me down for a bit. It said, "Do I laugh too much?" Well, you can't laugh too much. Yep. Do not change your laughing. Dixie Cup says, "Thank you." Coming from someone who eats a lot of really spicy stuff. Yeah. Don't engage with trolls. Chaos says, having trolls tell me you have become a top YouTuber. Yeah. Well, I believe it or not, when you think of negative comments, I could probably count on my hand in 3 years. It's not quite 3 years yet. This this March 21st will be the 3-year anniversary of the channel. And I can probably count on my hands, maybe just one hand, ever got. So that's great. That really is great. But yeah. Hey, Polly, how are you doing? I love your laugh. Don't stop. I told you once it's infectious. Yes. Well, great. I appreciate that, everyone. Hey, Dan Killamore, how you doing? Dan and King Killamore, how you doing, brother? Hey, from Taku, Tacoomush, Michigan. Mark from Michigan. Welcome, brother Mark. Alrighty. The trolls don't understand that their rude comment still helps the algorithm, right? So, yeah, they don't understand that. And sometimes they just want you to engage, I guess. So, I don't know. But anyhow, hey, Eva. Uh, Tony, blessings to you and your family. Well, thank you very much, Eva. God bless you as well. Let's see. Just listen to you think awesome and you're smarter than the trolls. Yeah. Okay. So I got to see where I'm at. Yeah. I guess we don't know who that is, huh? Yeah. Well, a lot of people tell me they like it. Maybe people don't, but, and they just don't tell me. But I'm not going to worry about it because that's one thing you don't want to change yourself to please other people. Yeah, definitely not. And I can't change me. That's who I am. You don't like it, don't watch, right? So that's so true. Oh, okay. Now we're getting down to the Bob Ross comments. Yes. All right. So yeah, I am behind, aren't I? Love swamp hiking. Yeah, I'm wondering. Hey, hike with Mike. Yeah, I mean, swamp farm. I hope it's not too swampy because they'll be hanging in a hammock, which is good. But I still got to step in and out of the hammock. Hopefully, it's not a swamp, and it's just the name, and it's around it. It might be swampy. Hey, so yeah, I'll tell you what, Tony Chocolonis, they are delicious. I mean, they are good chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate? I do. Yeah, and they're not real. The little ones aren't very big, so they're small. Uh, The big ones, yeah, and believe it or not, the whole nest was gone the next morning, but I didn't eat them. They must have escaped. I could have walked back over and got a couple more, but I just wanted to eat one. Keep an eye on my sugar. Ed got a big bar from REI. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, REI definitely has them, and Giant grocery stores. If you're from around where I am, Giant grocery stores has them. Seen them. I've seen them in REI. Yeah, but the whole candy bar is like $6.99, and or $5.99, and you can get the bars too. But I was surprised at World Market they had multiple flavors. I'm not sure if there's six flavors because there's six different ones on this bag. Oh, and very good. I'm gonna eat one, but not on here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab that. Laugh out loud. Yeah, like I said, I should put them. Is there a link in the description? I don't know if I think when I found them, I might have put the link in the description of the video. They might even be on the description of our live, but I might have put them in the description of the video once I found them that they were on Amazon. Let's see. Yeah, and rocks. When I was in Florida, I wanted to get to one of the RAIs down there because there was one. They said they even had a parking garage. Hey, James, how you doing? Looking forward to that coffee, my friend. But it has to be sitting next to a nice fire. Yeah, James, definitely. And a lot of people asked about fires and things like that. And Pennsylvania state forests, state parks absolutely zero fires starting March 1st, and not even charcoal, March 1st until May 25th. Fire ban. And they just put it out, the fire ban. And then in like the next day, they said, "Hey, Tioga State Forest, we're doing a controlled burn." So there's a fire ban, but they're doing a controlled burn. So we can't do a controlled burn, like being very controlled with it. So a lot of times I don't do fires, but you can have like I can do this, or one of my fire maple stoves, things like that. I can do the scuttle, so I can do that, but just can't have an open fire if I'm camping in or around. I think I could around, as long as it's not on state game lands. But yeah, PA Outdoor Adventures just posted that on our Facebook family page about that notice. Yeah, let's see. Oh, the starburst is optical migraines. Ugh, yeah, I don't like that. Hey, Eric, how are you doing? Good to see you here tonight. Looks like a bottle cap. Let's see. Say, simply explore venturing. How are you doing, brother? Hey, Tony, it's been a while. How are you doing, brother? Doing good. Just getting over a cold and that I had for like 3 weeks. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Tony, Random Ventures 2.0 family. Hope everyone is doing great. Yes, doing very good. Night, Joe. Yes, Rick. Definitely will. Don't forget to spring forward. Yeah, next Saturday, or yeah, Saturday the 10th. It is spring forward, so we're gonna turn our clocks ahead. So we'll see you next week, and with an hour lost of sleep the day before. I eat meal before I go and don't bring food. Oh yeah, there you go. And overnight, don't have to worry about cooking. Yeah, and bears. That's true. Well, I setting up the game cam. We set the game cam up on the last video, and we didn't get anything. So that's been twice now um, that we set it up. And like I said, I didn't really see any tracks right there. I didn't see any tracks except for maybe a squirrel or small chipmunk, but no big tracks. The next morning, actually, on the way out, I did see some tracks down over a little thing that ran up a ravine, and I did see some deer tracks. But we're gonna get some. We definitely are. Let's see, what kind of battery for your scale, Tony? I don't know. I don't know. I gotta pop it and check. I do. I gotta check it. But there is a 5 and 10 store in locally that has batteries that are cheap, like those kind of batteries. Because my friend George took me in to one. We were having coffee, and I mentioned about it. And he says, "Oh, go here for the batteries." And we went there because I needed batteries for something like that, the flat ones. And I got a whole pack of 6 for like $1 something. It was cheap, really cheap, and got my thing working. Hello, Mr. Tony. Hey, Trevor, how you doing? Yeah, Rosenberg. Yes, and C CC Rider. I was gonna say C Critter is what I first saw, but love your videos. Well, I appreciate that. Yes, I do. It's Fahrenheit in Southwest. Okay, so it was 60 degrees. Okay, can't wait for better camping weather. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Tony, have you ever used your foldable electric bike recently. I'm saving my pennies for one. Yeah, Dixie, I haven't used it yet. There was only because it's been little too cold. It had been very cold, and because I haven't taken it anywhere in, thinking that batteries drain in real cold weather overnight, I didn't want to get stranded with the bike overnight, taking it somewhere for the first time in there. Plus, riding it in the cold. I'm not, when I get cold, my right side doesn't work that good, even though it's a pedal assist bike. Um, just not, wasn't quite sure. I've got it. And then with having different weather, things like that. So definitely going to, in fact, I was just thinking the other day, it's right here. It's in the studio. I was just thinking, I want to try to figure out how to, I was going to unfold it in studio and then pack it, then unpack it and fold it back up and then get it out, get it in the car for an adventure here one of these days soon. So stay tuned. We'll be riding it, but I got to get a helmet first. That's one of the things I thought about, and I might go over to Dick's Sporting Goods to get a helmet. Let's see. Hey, Dylan, how are you doing? I can't use a tape measure, but I can, but it doesn't discourage me if I keep trying to learn it. Yeah, good. Yeah, tape measure took me a little while when I was younger to learn a tape measure, but once I did, once you got it, it's like riding a bike. So, yeah, pretty much scrambled when I'm okay. Missouri. Okay. CC Rider in Missouri. Awesome. Strokes are something. Strokes are not something to disregard. I measure my blood pressure every day. Oh, and try to cut out sodium intake. Yeah, no, and they say once you've had one, that you could have another. Hopefully, I don't have another. I don't want another one. But like I said, I know that the Lord didn't cause it, but He did allow it for me to get back to my original calling, which is to share the gospel. So let's see. Love watching your videos. Awesome, Trevor. Let's see. Hey, Sonia, how are you doing? Goodbye, guys. Well, you have a good night, Sonia. Tried to get through it the duration, but I have. Oh yeah, got a head cold. As does my wife. I think we were going to the Vicks. Oh, I got my little Vixie here. I like Vicks just smelling it, even if I don't have a cold. I love that stuff. You can get like you need to smell it all the time. Whenever somebody says Vicks and I know I can reach it, I'll grab it. Yeah, it's good stuff. So be praying for that. A lot of people having, and I did notice too that I felt a little swollen on the one side for a couple days, and had just different times head cold, but never stuffy in the nose too much, but running. So my valve was on. You all have a wonderful evening and hope to catch up next week. All right. God bless y'all. Chris and wife, take care. Good night. Good night. And hope y'all feel better. Yeah, head colds are terrible. Good night, Sonia. Baby kangaroo is called a joy. Really? That's cool. Oh, Joey. Sorry. That's right. Joey. I was going to say Joy, but Joey. Yes, yes, yes. You're right. You're right. You're right. Oh, that's maybe why I was saying Joey. I was like, everybody's saying Joey. Did I miss Joey? He must have come on here recently, and I was looking for Joey to say hi. Hi, Joey. Yeah, but it's about that. Got it. Good night, Mr. 2.0. And Dave, I'm going to hit the sack. I got to get up at 6 a.m. Wow. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to scroll. Let's see. Am I going to catch up? I probably just scrolled over somebody. The thing is, a lot of times I don't want to miss somebody. Oh, just like that. Hey, Ben. Oh, Ben from Mavis Tires. Welcome, Ben. So I had to get tires and went over to Mavis and got 3 tires and balance on the front end for the Hummer. That's what Lisa takes back and forth to work. Great price. Wasn't expecting to spend any money on the Hummer this month, especially not for tires. So that I got a hit with that. And then I went to go do my taxes and found I get disability. Pennsylvania, I guess, doesn't charge state or local taxes on that. But because Miss 2.0 and I filed jointly, they tax 87% of what I get for disability, which is was a surprise to me. But if we didn't file jointly, it wouldn't be taxed. But we can't file not jointly because I'm giving tax lessons. Little disclaimer, I am not giving tax advice. But because Miss 2.0 and I live at the same address, we can't file separately, so that I wouldn't be 85% tax because we can't file head of household. There we go. So, but let's see. Ever heard Five Below stores? Yeah, Leonard, Five Below. They're cheap. Hey, David Carpenter, how are you doing? Hey, Tony, I've been watching you for a while now from Eastern Shore of Maryland. Yeah, so my dad lived on Eastern Shore. He was the personnel director of the city of Annapolis for a lot of years. And then he moved to the Eastern Shore, and that's where he had a house. Yeah. I won't spring for it. I'll probably right. Yeah, fall forward. Hey, Tony. Yeah, say Tony with an I. So that's Tony with a Y, male. Tony with an I, female. Right. So find your videos very satisfying and really enjoy them. And thanks very much, Tony, for commenting on the videos, because I've been seeing your comments for a little while now, and I greatly appreciate it. Always love seeing, y'all when you comment on multiple videos. Good night, Gallagher. Gallagher. I think that's what it's the name. Hey, John, how are you doing? John Flameboy. Yep. From Ranshaw, PA. Okay. Am I getting there? Ta-da. I'm there. All righty. I made it to the bottom, right? So do I have anything to talk about? I was just talking a lot. And let's see how long we've been on. Oh, an hour and 37 minutes. 84 people watching. Well, thank you, 84 people, for being on here. So I'm going to take another drink of my coffee. So that Farm to Summit meal, the dehydrated meal, vegan one, a couple of people said, yuck, vegan. But so it was a 3-bean chili. Had no beef in it, but 3-bean chili. Very, very good. And you can taste the difference between, say, like a what is it? Adventure meals, versus that are more industrial, pumped out, versus a what do you call it, Stitch? A garage, or a what do you call garage company? Like a smaller not well-known company or a smaller company. I know you'll throw it down here, but like you know, they are very delicious, and you can taste the quality difference between, say, like an adventure meal, like you would get at Walmart, versus this cottage company. That's what it is. A cottage company is a smaller company, and they just do things just a little different, make small batches. So this was a small batch made, and it did come in the garage grown gear box that Stitch had sent me. That meal did. Very good, very, very good. And you can taste the difference. At least I could. Just the how about the cornbread? I did actually move the camera and did a whole separate video of me just dropping the cornbread and it hitting the metal Trexology table and going bang, bang, bang. I didn't end up putting it up because I couldn't get it to match up. So, but it's definitely softened up while I had it in the water, because you let it soak again. Let's see. Good night, everyone. It says James B. Good night. Hey, hello, everyone. I just got here. I'm late again, an hour and a half late. No, just kidding. Great to have you here, Carl. Really appreciate you, brother. In a hammock to declare it. Yeah, right. So I should. Yeah, I thought of that, but I can't. Two of those 84 people are me. One on the TV and one on my phone. Oh, watching the videos. Oh, watching tonight. Oh, it's down to 79 people. All right. So, weekly update on Big Dog ovening. So, Freddie, I did talk to Big Dog real quick. He's doing good, because he is on disability too, and he wasn't sure what to do. So, after I got out of the tax office, I actually called him and told him. Now, he is not going to fall under the same category as me, so hopefully it'll be different for him. But everybody's is different. But he was doing good. His spirits were good, and we got a chance, like I said, to talk together. Sometime since we lived close together. Yeah, we should. Yeah, I should do. We should. A lot of y'all that are close. We should do. And if you want, if I know, like usually, there's I check the mail, on not every day, but certain days, but it's never the same. I'll sit down and have coffee with George and Ed, at Sheets and stuff. So yeah. He made it. Lou says he made it. Yay. Cottage company. Yes. Cottage company. That's what I was trying to think of. So Fort 13, welcome, welcome. Hello. I just arrived as well. Love your videos and appreciate the content, even with its challenges. Well, great. Dave's asking me a question. Tony, do you have to go? Do you know what I mean? Video bloopers. There won't be a blooper, and I probably won't talk about that, Dave. So, no, yeah, no. All right, maybe I will, because there's 76 people. Embarrass myself. So I know I got a sticker, for the car carrier, and says I poop in the woods. so to do like on this last video, when I do the video, depending on how it's set up, I set it on tripod and I hit play or record, and it records me taking everything down. What you don't see is after drinking that morning coffee and eating that, there we go, Delicioats. So this one's a cherry chocolate. So I did have that blueberry vanilla, It's very good. But Delicioats, that was that breakfast I had. So hot versus cold. Cold soak, very good. Having it hot, very good as well. It cracked me up. So, yep. So maybe squirrel. So anyhow, I leave the camera run while I'm packing up my bag. I'm going, uh-oh. My stomach like, and I'm like, no. And then I'm working. I'm like, and I can't go over and turn the camera off. And so it's just running, and I'm thinking, am I gonna have to go before I finish all this? And yeah, I did, and you don't see that. I mean, I went somewhere else, but I'm like, come on, you know, it was an experience. So, do bears go to the bathroom in the wood? Absolutely. So, and I did, and but and I wouldn't. There's no blooper, but you can hear me talking like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. This is gonna happen while I'm doing stuff and trying to get the and when I was doing to get the tarp back in that little bag for ONEWIND, well, for any company to put it back in the stuff sack, for me it's still hard because my arm bends, and and I'm trying to put it in there, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to put it down because then I got to pick it back up when I get back and like try to be in the same area, you know, all for filming. But I couldn't touch the camera because if I did, even if it moved just a little bit, you would notice that. So when I go, all right, Tony 2.0 out, I would disappear. And I can't make myself disappear if I changed the camera angle at all. So I went away from the camera on the other side and had to, yep, go do my bear impression. And it's no picnic basket, right? All right. Yeah. And yeah, yeah, let's talk about something else. Right. Yeah, I dine the finest restaurants, but only if they have drive through. Yeah, that's a good one. Tony, it's time to go. Good night, everyone. Good night, Melissa. Good night, good night, good night. And thanks a lot again for watching all the videos. And you say you're praying for me to get stronger on my right side. Thank you so much. I do certainly appreciate that because this side, like I said, it's just some days good, some days not. Did you have to do a no, Tony 2.0? So I did number 1 or number 2. So yeah, not the P dance. Yeah, it was like, oh, here we go. And I'm just gonna say that make sure you always pack toilet paper. Sometimes you have to use leaves. If there's no leaves, good thing there was snow. So I do not recommend doing a bidet with cold snow. Things pucker. Yes, they do. All right. Well, anyhow, I didn't know I wasn't going to go down that road. Thanks, Dave. Yeah. But let's see. TMI. Yeah, Buc-ee's, right? Big Rob's van. Buc-ee's. I love Buc-ee's. Finest restaurant, especially the barbecue. Yes. And we did that big video that we did there at Buc-ee's, the overnight camp. Never had to take the 2.0. Yeah, Ed, yeah, thank the Lord. But I tell you what, if you're through hiking, that's something you got to get used to. Yeah. Yeah, it's something, dig a cat hole. So, yeah, that's what that's called. So you dig a little cat hole. But yeah, I can't believe I didn't have any. So, what would have really come in handy is James from Chicago sent me, James Rockford sent me the The little dude wipes, and I forgot to put some of these in my backpack. So there's a lot of things you can do. A Ziploc bag, for different things. Yeah, but there's what's called a poop pack, and so my poop pack. Oh, hey, let's see. One more question. Uh, is there a Tim Hortons near you? Would make a great content. No, there is not, Freddie. I did. There is one up on the way to New York State, and I pulled in there when last year when I was heading up to the Adirondacks. I wanted to get Tim Hortons, and I even said in the video, but they were closed. So on the way back, I did hit them. They were open on the way back. Hey, AJ. So just wanted to jump in and say thanks again for hopping on the podcast with me. Hope everyone enjoyed listening to it as I enjoyed making it. So AJ and I, we did the podcast together. So we recorded that. That was the podcast, and it's on their site. And if you want to go onto our Facebook page, I did post it on there. And I don't have it here to be able to post on this. But great listen. Not because I was on it, but I really enjoyed talking with you, AJ, on there. And I thought the flow went really, really good. Talking about the channel, Hammock Hangers podcast. So go on over and check them out. And AJ and I had a lot of fun on there. Let's see. Oh, and so I was just gonna say, there's Kim. Hey, Kim. Sorry. Well, I guess not sorry that I was making you laugh. Try going number 2 in a cat hole, but hey, I didn't. Yeah, it's called digging a cat hole, but yeah, make sure there's no cat in it when you go. All right. Yes, AJ. Howdy, folks. Yeah, AJ and I, we had a lot of fun on that podcast, and also before we even recorded. We did before and after we got a chance to talk. There you go. I knew Stitch would come up with that. Thank you so much, Stitch, and Tony's bodyguard. Thanks for listening to it as well. Sunny Dreams. Hi, Tony and family. How are you doing? So that's the podcast there. Go over and give it a listen. Yeah. Yes, please do. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. We talk about my stroke, talk about how I do stealth camping and just regular camping, how I got into hammock camping. AJ asked a lot of great questions. We talked about my experiencing Hang Con for the very first time. As y'all know, I've never done it before, and got to get down there this year, and definitely going back. And so definitely going to be going back next year. So really had a great time. AJ, we finally had a tree strap slip tonight. Oh, not good. Not good. Alrighty. So yeah, no. How many? So the other night. This is just outside of videos, but last week I took Lisa Miss 2.0 to work. She gets out at 10:45. Usually by 10:15, she's out of the building on average about 10:45. But since I took her, I had to go pick her up, and I went to go pick her up, and I'm there, and believe it or not, she didn't get out of work until 12:45. So I was there from 10:45 to 12:45, and I thought, oh man, I should have started making a video. I could have done a video overnight, sleeping in the car, waiting for her to come out of work. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Moose Man says, Tony, nice listening to you. I look forward to catching up on the videos. Myself and the North Carolina hammock hangers, looking forward to meeting you at our Woolly Swamp Hang in April. Yes, April 6th and 7th, I believe, is when that's coming up. So not too far away, almost a month, less than a month. Well, no, right at about a month. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Have a blessed week. Yes, thank you. God bless. Tony, take care. Sorry I haven't. Woods 87 been around lately, just family stuff. But God bless y'all. Be safe, and you be safe too, Woods 87. And never apologize for family stuff. Never apologize. You're doing good. Yeah, I have to watch. Let's see, Tony. You will have to watch what you eat because if don't, it will be. Instead of Tony 2.0, it will be Tony has to go, right? Yeah, it just happens. Yeah, and yeah. Oh, let's see. Hey, Sparker 68. Hey, Tony, if you don't struggle with mobility, would you still wear your boots in the hammock? No, I wouldn't. Well, sometimes. Weird question, but sometimes if you are forced to do something, you realize it's actually a good thing. So, with that being said, if I would, the only reason I would still wear them, even if I had mobility, is where I'm camping. Okay, if I'm doing a stealth camp, like a high exposed area or something where I know I could get walked up on very quickly, I don't want to be, putting my shoes on to get out of the hammock. And then, but then if I'm out like that last camp that we just did Thursday, I probably could have slipped them on and off, but it attaches around my calf. And knowing, as you guys know, I got up around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I do get up and the ground was wet. I could have put down a ground cloth, but then again, I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen there. I was not too far from the thing and back around, and so you could hear traffic. And that was a flight path for Canadian geese, a ton of them. I wish I could have got a lot of filming of those. I think it would have been really good, but they were pretty high up and pretty small. But yeah, so I was reading this comment. I'm going to comment on that in a second. But yeah, so yes, if I was not wouldn't struggle with it as much, and where I'm camping, I would take them off. Yeah. Let's see. So Andrew S says, old Tony camping in the snow. Does your underside ever get cold? So it hasn't yet. And well, once didn't get cold, but it got chilled, very chilled. But especially with this new ONEWIND underquilt, I've been warmest I've ever been in a hammock. So for me, from what I'm used to. So, but the other AMEA underquilt that I have before, that one did pretty good, but not as good as the ONEWIND underquilt that I'm using. And I know there's way warmer out there as well. But great question, Andrew. And Phil until he comes back. Yeah. There's a junkyard. All right. So let's see. Dixie Cup. Laugh out loud. Studio Tony. Yeah. Where is Studio Tony? I don't know. I forget when he was on last. Oh, the one camp when I said about uh, he was doing the ingredients. I think forget which one that one was. Still, probably still hiding in Dave's RV. Yeah, he might be back out in Arizona again. Yeah, a lot of people didn't see that because that was in the traveling video. So that's what. So I got out to maybe number 7, number 8, right around there when I go out to Arizona, I visit with Dave and Katie. That was actually, I was out there on St. Patty's Day because I got out there and then I went to dinner over at Greg's with Dave and Katie, and they made uh, dinner. And that's when Studio Tony got let out of the car carrier, and I didn't know it. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah. Oh, AJ says, with your mobility issues, would you ever consider a bridge hammock? Maybe easier getting in and out of. It's not so much the problem getting in and out. It's more of putting my shoe on with that brace, um, and then getting it, you know, because it's inside of my pant leg. And it goes. I have to pull my pant leg up. There's a strap. Now I could slip it on, but as soon as I take one step, even with the brace on, if you watch my feet, my ankles on that right side will turn out every once in a while. I don't feel it necessarily, but watching in the videos, when I'm watching it, I'm looking for other stuff than you guys are watching it for. But I'm looking at my foot, my right foot, looking at my swing. I'm looking at my gait, how I step, all that stuff. So I do not wear the brace every once in a while, give it a try again. And sometimes it pops off and it comes out on the side of my calf and makes me trip. So there is a lot going on with it. Hopefully I'll get it figured out one of these days. Yeah, but no, definitely not. It's not so much the hammock as it is the leg brace. And when I was putting my leg in there, I said, "Oh, it got caught on the hammock." It's because it wraps around my calf, and because the strap that I don't have on it, it's thin. Um, so the hammock got caught under the where it comes around, and I couldn't get my leg up on there, so it just got stuck. Yeah, yeah. I did look in the car carrier recently because it's off of the car, so it's off the car and in storage. And looked in there just to make sure nothing was in there going into storage yet. So I know he's not in there. How is Bailey doing? Probably missing camping with you. No, Bailey doesn't miss camping with me. So the very first time that I took her car camping, and it was a rainy, foggy, and cold, coldish, and um, Bailey didn't have a good time because she was just expecting to go out, have a walk, and come back. So when she was a puppy, she got sick in the car all the time. It took her a long time to get used to riding in the car, and we don't do it much because she got sick all the time. But when she got to be about 2.5, 3 years old, she started not getting sick. And I taking her on that camping trip, when I got home, well, in that video, you'll see she runs around all happy and stuff. We go for a little walk. She comes right back to the door of the car, wants to get in. I wipe her feet. She jumps in. She lays down like, "Hey, we're going home," And little did she know we weren't going home. We just got there. And then as the evening went, she didn't know what to expect. So here she ate good, she drank good, she ate good. Because I made her a special meal. I got canned dog food, mixed it with dried dog food, and put water in there. So she's had not had that before. and warm water. It was just, she had a great meal because she ate it all, and licked the bowl. so, so she, the next morning at the end of that camp, we got home. She ran in the house, she on the couch, back to her familiarity. So later that day, next day, after that, one day later, Lisa and I were going to go for a walk, and we go out to the car with Bailey. She comes to the car, and I say, "Hey, Bailey, we're going to go for a walk." I opened the car door for her to jump in. She made a 180 and ran back to the house. She's like, so she didn't want to have anything to do, even if it was just to go for a little walk. She made a beeline right back to the house. So second time I took her, she enjoyed it more, but also the weather was better. And but yeah, she. But I haven't had an opportunity to take her camping again. Oh, the breeding ground of Canadian geese. Yeah, they really flew over a lot. Was driving home from work. Ron, no, not this week. Not this week. And I took the car carrier off. So I'm more stealthier than normal. Even the two older guys that I have coffee with at Sheets in Elysburg, I literally pull up and they look at the car and just start talking again. I pulled up the one day Ed was there, and yeah, he's watching the bumper pull up and looked at the car because I pulled in the parking spot, looked at the car, looked up to where the car carrier was, and then looked away. And I was waving to him and everything in there, and he didn't pay any attention because it wasn't the car that he's used to seeing. That was too funny. So a lot of people don't recognize me now driving around. Let's see. This will be a custom chameleon. There you go. All right. So Mark, that light behind is nice. Got the dimmer. Yeah, you've come a long way from the old. Yeah, we've come a long way from the old Coleman lanterns. Absolutely. And this one is like you said there, it's dimmable. So, and it's on off. It's off. And then you hold the button down, gets bright, hold the button down, and dims down. Look how dim that gets. It gets really dim. Looks brighter on the screen, but that's pretty dim. But yeah. Yeah, and it's like a gel coating. So it's a really neat light. It's got two carabiners, and then the bag that it comes in, which is over here. So it's called Ridge Light. So this bag here, when you put the light, you roll it up and put it in the bag. I think, what was it, last Sunday? I think I had it in the bag as a light. So you can have it in the bag just as a light and use it that way as well. Really cool. Very flexible. I think that was $34 for it. I forget the length of it. Yeah, I forget the length. Is it 87 inches? 83, 84. I don't remember. There is a link for it in the description. So I think I did put it in the Amazon. It is in my Amazon storefront, and all the information's in there under lighting tab. But I think if you click on that, it'll take you right to it. A lot to manage with dog and yourself. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot to manage a dog and yourself and do camping and filming. Best to leave Bailey at home. I'll tell you what, Bailey kept me warm the one night because on that one video, the second time I took her, I had that dog bed in the car and she was laying in the bed, and then in the middle of the night, she got out of the bed and she does this with her nose to try to get the edge of the blanket up. And I felt her like, what? And then I lift the blanket up and then she's choop, beeline right down underneath the covers. So, hey, Ruff. Ruff does love going camping. Yeah, loves the snow too, right, Stitch? Hey, outdoor dreadhead, how are you doing, brother? Yo, bro. I used to hear geese fly over when I lived in Kansas as a child. Yeah, so don't Tony, you don't hear the geese flying over now? Um, yeah. Yeah, are geese out? Oh, I wonder, well, Canadian geese, probably in Canada, and fly down. So I guess old and crackedated, they are in your area. I know Maryland, first time I ever saw snow geese. We were driving in Maryland and I was like, is that snow out in the field? Because there were so many Canadian geese, snow geese. Excuse me. So many Canadian geese. It looked like big patches of snow. Really neat to see. Yeah. St. Patty's Day early. Oh, look at that. I didn't even think of that, brother. Yeah, if y'all noticed, I got green in the background. We had red, we've done blue, and then now it's green. That's just one of those clamp lights, and it's just a green light bulb, and I just unscrew it and screw it. We did red, white, and blue. So yeah, change it. I didn't think of that. St. Patty's Day. Oh, that's cool. I didn't think of that, but you saw it. Awesome. Hello, Tony. Hey, Richard Grimm Sr. Oh, am I still coming? Twirling Tony Hammock. Yeah, up in the Adirondacks, I flipped out of the hammock. That was funny. And then on the end of the one video, the one highway video, that's this past year, at the end of it, I go to get back in the hammock and the camera was rolling, scrolling. And I went to sit on it. I knew I sat on it wrong as soon as I did, but I couldn't unsit on it. And I flipped and I got stuck in the bug net. My feet are sticking up in the air and can't get out. So that was a blooper on that one. And usually I don't have the camera rolling when stuff like that happens. Yeah, Ruff's, she's 14-year-old golden. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hammock Mountain. I missed it. It came out at 3 o'clock today, the 3rd, March 3rd. I didn't get a chance today to watch any videos, but I'm looking forward to seeing your storage building one. So, guys, if you haven't seen it, go over and watch Hammock Mountain's video. Came out today at 3 p.m. Great call. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Usually I don't yawn like that. We have plenty of Canadian geese around the pond in northern Maryland. Uh, some stay around here year round. Oh, I didn't know that. So I guess they don't have to fly all the way down past Maryland. I guess they don't, because I know Pennsylvania, they're getting out of Pennsylvania. I don't see them around Pennsylvania, but I did notice they're flying back north. That's a good sign. So after Punxsutawney Phil, I guess, saw a shadow or didn't see a shadow, whichever means it's coming quicker, is what it was. And so even the geese are flying north. Cool. Oh, you're welcome, Hammock Mountain. Yeah, yeah, definitely Dixie Cup. My fault, Hammock. Tony was talking to me. Yes, I was. That's right. That's why I didn't get a notification, because I clicked notify me. Hey, Robert, how are you doing? Hello, Tony. Ah, good. So I wasn't sure. Are Canadian geese uh are there flight paths in just one, like on, I guess not just on the East Coast, that would be all across the United States, you would hear geese flying south. I never thought about it. I always just thought it was just up and down the East Coast, but I guess not. Canada's just isn't over on the East Coast because our neighbors to the north the whole way. All righty. Okay, so what do we got? Did we already pass 2 hours? Yep, 2 hours and 14 minutes. 70 people watching. So 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get going. Any last minute questions for Tony? We have them fly south here as well, but some are lazy and just hang out. Duck, duck, goose, says Tony's bodyguard. All right. So as you know, because I've mentioned it already, I do not have a video for this Thursday yet. So pray that I find something to do and get out and get one filmed. So did I want to talk about anything else? Not that. There's that. There's that. There's my coffee, my cup. Yeah, it looks like I'm Texas Pete. Thank you again. I can't wait to try this. Oh, maybe if y'all want me to shut up, huh? I'm going to try this Texas Pete. Now, this is supposed to be, because if I can't talk, it doesn't matter. So we'll do it towards the end. So this is the Texas Pete hot sauce. This is hotter hot sauce. This one's a little hotter than the normal. So, I thought of this today. Texas Pete, Pistol Pete. How about her breaking his record basketball? Yep, I forget her name. Well, congratulations for breaking the all-time scoring record in basketball. So, all right. So this is my spoon. I'm just gonna give it a. Ooh, that's a big drop. So we do have a nice little drop of hot sauce. So I want to taste it and see how it is. It's I drank water. It says water mustache. That's really not much to taste. 1 spoon drip. 2 drips. 3 drips. Oh, I should have stopped at 2. So I dripped one on my pants. Wasting it. All right. So, all right. Well, I'm going to see how this tastes. Now, like I said, Tabasco sauce, I'll do a whole teaspoon of Tabasco. What? Have a good night. Oh, have a good night, Robert. Yes. Good night, good night, good night. I'm going camping with Ruff this week. Awesome, Stitch. Yeah, maybe I could. I don't know if I can get out there that quick. Got ducks too. Let's see. Oh, is Tony drinking it or not? Hey, Patrick says, any more fun with... Oh, that's right. Did you guys notice the drone footage? Any more fun with the drone camera? So, no, I only used it for this last video. I didn't take it out and play with it. But I did try a few things with it on the video. How about that shot when I get to this spot that I'm going to do the camera goes, the drone goes 50 feet up. I should have maybe used the coming down because it spins as it's coming down, but that'll happen. And then it flies out. I had it fly out 25 feet, clip those in while I was talking so you can see me move my arms, things like that. Stop and just drink it already. Oh, it hit me right there. So definitely hotter than Tabasco. Ooh, but I don't know if regular Texas Pete is Texas Pete. So he said this one's hotter. Oh, and I believe he posted that there's a box. Now my mouth's watering. There's a box. Oh, look at a wimpy guy. He's drinking coffee. Yeah, I want to hit because I got an itch right here too. Because you heard me coughing. All right. Oh, hot coffee and hot sauce doesn't go very good together, does it? Call the fire department, right? All right. So water. Yeah. So watch the stream coming out of his ear. Watch the steam coming out of his ears in a moment. Yep. So watch. They're going to say he got off because he was too hot. Well, it is hot. It's definitely hotter than Tabasco, but just drinking it raw like that. I can drink the Tabasco by itself and swish it around my mouth. I like it. I don't gargle with it because that would just be going too far. But that is hotter than the crispy oil. So the crispy oil that we put on our burgers, so that is definitely hotter. Yeah, I like it. Very good. Thank you very much for that. And I want to say thanks a lot for everybody coming on tonight. Good night. Thank you. All right. It clears the sinuses. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Good night, Rebecca. All right. Good night, everyone. Well, like I said, I didn't want to go too long, but we are at 2 hours and 20 minutes. My mouth's watering. Good. All right. Well, good night, everyone. Good night, Johnny and Mary Torres. Definitely. Hey, there you are, Johnny. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone from Mary's boss. Oh, good night. Good night, everyone. Good night, Mary. Good night, Jake. Good night, Dixie Cup. Good night, Tony's bodyguard. Good night, Carl. Good night, everyone. All right. Well, until next time, if you get a chance, go out and have a random adventure of your own. And if you can't get out, keep coming along with me. And we'll see you next Sunday night. Don't know what we're doing. Don't know what we're talking about, but we will see each other next Sunday. All right. God bless. Everyone have a great week, and we will see you on the next one. All right. God bless. Good night, Tony 2.0. Still got to click the button way over there. My mouth's watering again. All right. Well, good night. Good night. Good night, everyone. Love you guys. See ya. Oh, end stream. All right. Good night.